ago, in a forest, a small get-together of animals was taking place.
You know what? I can beat anyone in this forest. Nobody can beat me in a race.
Yes, I have seen him running. I bet he can beat anyone in this forest. Suddenly, from the crowd, they hear somebody laughing.
Ha 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 ha.
Why are you laughing? You think you can beat me in a race?
I may not disagree with you, but I might not deny that I had no fear of competing with you.
Really? So let's have a race and let's see who wins.
The next sunny day, all the forest animals are gathered around, excitedly chatting in the racetrack. Welcome everyone to the Great Forest Race. Today we have two special contestants, the speedy hare and the steady tortoise. Everybody was sure that the hare was going to be a clear-cut winner.
I'm the fastest animal in the forest. Who can beat me? No one. Not even the slowpoke tortoise.
You may be fast, but slow and steady wins the race.
This is going to be too easy. I'll even give you a head start and beat you in seconds.
On your marks, get set, go! And so the race began. The hare, full of confidence, began running like a train. The poor tortoise started very softly and slowly. The hare was so ahead of the race that halfway he decided to nap right under a shady tree, while the tortoise plodded along steadily.
This is a piece of cake. That tortoise is going to take ages to reach this point. So let's just stop here and take some rest. By the time he reaches here, I'll get a good rest and then cover him up in the blink of a second. Let's just take a short nap here.
The hare fell into a deep sleep, dreaming of his victory. Meanwhile, the tortoise kept moving, one step at a time, never stopping, never slowing down. Eventually, it reaches the point where the hare is fast asleep. It passed the hare and continued his journey quietly towards the finishing line.
Slow and steady, I can do this.
Hours passed and the sun began to set. The forest animals were getting anxious. Would the tortoise win? Suddenly, they saw the tortoise slowly moving towards the end of the race. The crowd started cheering up the tortoise. Go, tortoise, go! With this cheering noise, the hare woke up with a start.
Oh no! What time is it? The race! I need to hurry!
The hare dashed off at lightning speed towards the finishing line. But it was too late. Just as he arrived, the tortoise was crossing the finishing line. The crowd started cheering. Hooray! Tortoise wins! Tortoise wins!
How? How did this happen? I was so sure I would win.
You see, Harry, slow and steady wins the race. It's not always about being the fastest. Sometimes it's about keeping a steady pace, never giving up, and not to be over smart on your opponent. Remember, it's important to keep going and never give up.
And so, the hare learned an important lesson that day. Boys and girls, remember, slow and steady wins the race. And that's the end of our story. Thank you for joining us. And remember to always keep trying no matter how slow you go. And remember kids, Only a person who thinks calmly and is not overconfident of himself wins the race in every sphere of life. See you next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Once upon a time, in a dense jungle, there lived a mighty lion. One sunny day, after having a meal, the lion was taking a nap under a big tree. Suddenly, a little mouse was passing by and thought it would be fun to play on it. He began running up and down the sleeping lion. While running up the back and sliding on the tail, woke up the lion. He grabbed the mouse with his huge paw. The mouse struggled but could not escape the lion over his big jaws to swallow him.
Please, mighty lion, forgive me. I didn't mean to wake you up. Please, let me go and I promise to repay your kindness someday.
Reply me. How could a tiny mouse ever help a mighty lion like me? But you amuse me, little mouse. I will let you go.
The lion lifted his paw and let the mouse go free.
Thank you, a kind lion. I'll never forget your kindness.
A few days later, the lion was roaming the jungle. Hunters set a trap to catch the lion. The lion unknowingly approaches the trap. As he did, the hunters pulled the ropes, and the lion started to roar and tried to escape. But the hunters fastened the net and caught the lion. They went back to the village to bring a cart to transport the lion.
Help! Someone help me!
The mouse heard the lion's roar and ran to see what was wrong.
Oh no, the lion is in trouble. I must help him.
The mouse began to gnaw at the ropes with his sharp little teeth.
Don't worry, lion. I'll get you out of here.
The mouse worked and worked until finally the ropes broke and the lion was free.
I can't believe it. You saved me. Little mouse, thank you so much.
And from that day, the lion and the mouse became the best of friends. They learned that no act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. So, moral of the story is, no act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. Even the smallest friend can be a big help.
Hello everyone. Today's story is The Three Little Pigs. Three little pigs named Max, Molly, and Mike resided in a distant land. They decided to go to a forest one day and build magnificent homes. After some time, they discovered a plot of land suitable for creating their own house. The youngest pig, Max, was incredibly lazy. He chose to construct his house with a straw due to its simplicity and speed. After he finished his house one day,
Hey you guys, I'm already finished.
Okay, but is this steady enough for a wolf attack?
This straw house will be just fine. It's quick and easy. Don't worry.
Molly, the middle little pig, was also lazy and wanted to build her house out of bamboo sticks. She collected bamboo sticks from nearby and finished her house in 3 days. It was steadier than the straw house. These bamboo sticks will make a suitable house.
Dear sister, this is great, but will it save us?
Molly comforted. You are in excellent hands. This house is a fortress. The two little piglets, Molly and Max, were having a great time in their built homes. After a while, Mike The eldest little pig found a place to build his house out of bricks. He knew it would take time and effort, but it would be strong and safe.
This brick house will protect me for the big bad wolf.
He collected the best bricks around him and built his sturdy house. After weeks of hard work, he stood back and admired his beautiful new home. Days passed by. One day, the big bad wolf named Wolfie came along. He was starving and saw Max's straw house.
Little pig, let me come in.
Not by the hair on my tinny chin chin.
Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in.
Wolfie huffed and puffed and blew the tiny straw house tumbling down. Max ran to his sister Molly's bamboo house. Wolfie followed and soon arrived at Molly's house.
Little pigs, let me come in.
Not by the hairs on our teeny chin chins.
Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in.
Wolfie huffed and puffed and blew the stick house down. Max and Molly ran to their brother Mike's brick house.
You can run, but you can't hide.
Wolfie followed them to Mike's brick house.
Little pigs, let me come in. Not by the heads on our chinny chin chins. Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in.
Wolfie huffed and puffed, but he couldn't blow the brick house down.
I'll find another way to get in.
Wolfie climbed onto the roof and tried to come down the chimney.
Quick, let's light a fire on the fireplace.
The pigs lit a roaring fire. When Wolfie came down the chimney, he landed right in the fire.
Ouch! Hot!
Wolfie ran away and never bothered the three little pigs again.
We are safe now.
Thanks to our brother's strong house.
Hard work and determination always pay off.
And so, Max, Molly, and Mike lived happily ever after in their strong brick house. So the moral of the story is that hard work and perseverance pay off, while taking shortcuts and choosing the easy way out may seem appealing. They often lead to less secure and less satisfactory outcomes.
Hello everyone. Welcome to Zoof Kids.
Today's story is titled The Lion and the Rabbit. Long ago, in the animal kingdom, there lived a very proud lion. He was very cruel and merciless. He killed animals for fun, and the other animals in the jungle were very scared of him. They were also worried about the fate of the jungle, as the lion killed more animals than he could eat. The animals lived in constant fear. So one day they called a meeting.
We are very scared.
What should we do? If this continues for long, there shall be no animals left in the jungle. I have an idea. Let us tell the lion that we shall send him his food every day. Each day, one of us will have to go to the lion willingly to save the rest of the jungle.
This was a sad choice, but the animals had to agree to it.
Who is there?
Greetings, my lord. I have come here with a proposal. We decided that you do not need to hunt animals anymore. Rather, we will come to you every day for your lunch.
Raka listened to it and joyfully agreed.
Great. Now I can get my food without hunting for it. Wow.
So each day, one animal or the other went to the lion. First, it was the turn of the buffalo. The next day, the deer went to the lion. Then it was turn of the zebra. This went on for a while. One day, it was the turn of the rabbit to become the lion's lunch. The rabbit walked through the jungle and kept thinking about how to escape the lion. He took a long time to reach the lion's den. When he reached the lion's den, it was late afternoon and the hungry lion was very angry.
Where have you been? Speak up. I am starving. You are so small. You will not satisfy my hunger. I shall make the animals pay for sending me such a small meal.
I'm sorry, my lord, but I got late because of another fierce lion. He has taken residence in the old well near the river. He wanted to eat me as well and said that he was a king too.
Another lion? Another king? So, what else did he say?
When I told him that I was to be your lunch, he laughed about you and challenged you to a game of his strength. He said he was sure you would lose to him.
Raka was very angry by now and the lion roared.
Take me to this lion. I shall show him who the real king is.
I shall, my lord.
The clever rabbit took the lion to a well and pointing out to it, he said,
My lord, the other lion is inside the well.
It was a deep well, and the lion peeped into the well and saw his reflection, but he thought it was another ferocious, angry lion. Raka roared, and the echo came back as even bigger roar.
I shall show you who is stronger.
The foolish lion jumped into the well to fight his enemy, splashing water everywhere. But this was very deep well, and he couldn't climb back. The lion struggles to get out of the well, but drones in the well and dies. The rabbit happily went back into the jungle and told the other animals what had happened.
Let us live in freedom and harmony once again.
Everyone cheered for the rabbit, and they lived on peacefully after that. And so, dear children, the story of the lion and the rabbit teaches us that cleverness can overcome strength and kindness, triumph over cruelty. Remember, even the mightiest can be brought down by wit and unity.
Bye bye kids, thanks for watching and subscribe for more videos.
The goose that laid golden eggs.
Once upon a time in a village, there lived a poor farmer with his wife. They had nothing but a little farm where they grew vegetables that they could eat. However, he managed to save a little money each time he sold vegetables from his farm. Eventually, he saved up enough money to buy a goose. He took it home and made a nest for it to lay eggs.
The goose will produce eggs. We will use it for selling, eating, and making breads.
On the next morning, when he went to gather some eggs for his breakfast, He lifted the goose, and to his surprise, the goose had laid a golden egg. The next morning, he found another egg, and the next and the next. Slowly and steadily, the farmer and his wife were becoming richer and richer. They now become very greedy and impatient and think to have all.
We could have all the golden eggs that are inside the goose if we cut the goose.
You are right. It could be much faster. We would not have to wait for the goose to lay her egg every day.
So the couple kills the goose and cuts her belly open. Sadly, they found nothing inside, and the goose is just like other goose. It had no golden eggs inside of her at all. The farmer and his wife had lost the goose and could never get any golden eggs again. The moral of the story is, too much greed always leads to great loss.